It's popping YouTube. So, let me tell you, I got done working out yesterday. And a buddy of mine came over last night. So I ended up working out twice, and then he wanted to pull some. So then I worked out twice, then I arm wrestled, so I'm pretty sore right now. But not sore everywhere. So today I am not going to be doing a ton of bicep work. I'll be doing a lot more supination and side pressure. My side pressure doesn't feel bad. I didn't arm wrestle that much. I'm just super cooked here, so gonna be focusing on that today, and might do a little bit, might not with the rise, not sure. But pronator's pretty cooked, so probably not gonna be doing much of that. And my biceps pretty cooked, so I'll be pretty nice on that. But anyway, hope y'all are having a great day today, and yeah, let's get with it. So, question, right? Why is it that I train this way? Now, obviously, I have the equipment. For my longtime viewers, I know I used to be in the shoulder shed, so I have a little bit of space. And obviously, if you have equipment, you're going to want to use it. However, specifically, why do I train this way? I think the pronation curls are probably closer to obvious because it mimics a top roll. And to be honest, if you're going to work your biceps and your pronator, in the same day, then even if you have to do accessories after, doing compounds just makes sense. But for my side pressure and my supination, I feel so much more comfortable on a table. It's what we arm wrestle on. And I can wrap I don't know if you can see or not, but I can wrap my leg around the bottom of the table. I can kind of get in a position that would more or less mimic what I would be doing on the, in an actual match. And it just feels a lot better because when I get on the table to actually arm wrestle, it feels very comfortable. And when I try and go into a move that I've been training, I feel the correlation better. To be fair though, as long as you arm wrestle a good bit, I think you can do a lot of isolated workouts. I'm kind of lazy and don't want to do 47 workouts. So normally I'll do a couple of compounds. Like I would do, for instance, my supination. It's also eating up some side pressure, so that would mimic more of a hook. And then when I do my top roll or my bicep work, I do bicep with rise or bicep with my pronation. And it just knocks a lot of things out at once. And then if I need to do accessory work or if I need to do, some isolation work, it'll only be maybe one or two things. So I can just kind of get a lot of things trained with less workouts overall, and I can spend time on the couple of accessory or isolation workouts that I do. I can spend a lot more time on those because everything else is hit. So personally, now you can do side pressure, you can do supination a lot of different ways, but overall, I think if you can get a table or something that would mimic like average arm wrestling height, and then you can plant that elbow down and train off of that, I feel like it would make you feel more comfortable mechanically while you're arm wrestling. So just a little tidbit. So another thing too, like if my inner elbow's hurting a little bit, I would, when I train supination, I'm a little bit behind it with my shoulder. I do this intentionally because it doesn't blow my inner elbow up near as bad, but I can still get real good workout to supinator. So if my elbow's kind of blowed, or if my bicep tendon, which I know doesn't sound right, but if my bicep tendon's hurting real bad sometimes, because bicep does engage with side pressure, it hurts pretty bad too. So I would also, in that, because I am still sucking in with the bicep and I am holding with some side pressure, so it's almost like coming behind your shoulder like this to do your supination can still give you a little bit of work, but it's not going to stress it out near as bad. So that would be another reason I'd come behind. That's another thing. If you're wanting to train, and especially like supination, or if you want to kind of, train a shoulder roll or something like that, and your inner elbow bicep area is really hurting, you can kind of get behind it, get it real tight, and then work it like I do. Really good movement. So, also, I'll tell you another thing. I do a lot of my side pressure when I'm doing it. It looks like I'm doing kind of like these micro movements, and I am. I do try and get some movement, some of the reps. Overall, most of it's not. A lot of it has to do with my back. It doesn't hurt my back near as bad if I just kind of keep it and I just bounce it. So that's how I train a lot of it. That's why I train it the way I do. So if you had any questions, that would be why. And again, I do some where I'm kind of moving it more, but once I start feeling it, I kind of stop. That's going to wrap it up for today, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the content. And remember, stay unhookable.